Yeah.
All right, running backs. Let's get into it.
All right. Yeah. So we got
list. Ooh.
Yeah.
This is,
you want to do 10-1? We should do 10-1.
You want to go 10-1? All right. So number 10 is Tory White.
Tory White. Speed.
Number 9 is Braylon Anthony, who is just ridiculous.
Braylon Anthony, bro,
is ridiculous.
You know. So this whole top 10 list, you can say whenever any of these guys got the ball, it kind of felt like they were gonna score. But Braylon Anthony,
nah, for real.
Every time, no joke, man. Every time he got the ball, I felt like he was going to score. I didn't care how many people were in the box.
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit. Like, I just felt like he was going to score the football.
When I tell you, like, I didn't watch, like, I watched the JV the year before.
Yeah.
And I didn't see him get tackled. He either ran out of bounds or he scored a touchdown.
He starts 2015 at wide receiver. And I think we realized that he was too damn good. He needed the ball in his hands.
Right, some way, somehow.
And we, first of all, the 2015 O-line is
goated.
That O-line is so great. And to have a dude like that behind it, yeah. My fault.
Nah, I get you.
But yeah, Braylon, and he could catch the ball in the backfield too. He caught a pretty good TD pass against Lake Ridge in the playoffs that I still remember to this day.
Right.
A nice pass from Michael Ross. Yeah, Braylon Anthony was great. Now let's rewind to Tory White for a second. Tory White, I was there at Lake Holland Stadium when he ran the 99-yarder.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that dude was fast. Speed is the name of the game when you talk about Tory White. The 2012 year was also the first. That was the year that we broke the A. Martin curse too.
Yeah.
And the first play of the game.
Should have beat him in 2010.
We should have got him in 2010, but
oh my God,
it is what it is. It is what it is. The first damn play of the game in 2012.
Nah, I lost my shit. He went crib on it. I was there.
To the crib. Tory White.
Tory White is speed. And
Lamar University, man.
I think the biggest thing with him is the injuries. He didn't finish the season off.
Yeah.
In 2012. I think if he finishes that season off.
Yeah, he got hurt that same game. He got the 99-yarder.
So if he finishes that season off, that 2012 team maybe has a better chance to finish even further with Tory White. But I think Tory White was an exceptional back.
He was. Man, but I got to go. I'm going Braylon Anthony. I got to just because Braylon, you really felt like he was going to score the football.
Every time.
He ran like a gazelle. He was.
He's different.
Yeah, he's different, man. And it shocked the hell out of me. I mean, I pay attention to the freshman team, JV, and stuff like that. Right. But, man, to see him do it on the varsity level after a position change, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it was a natural position change.
Yeah,
Be back in the spot I'm most comfortable at.
Yeah, and the thing is, we already know some of those backs in the backfield before 2015.
Right.
We know about Tyler Miller.
Right.
And he came in and was like, "I'm here."
Yeah, he did. That's a good segue to number 8, who is Tyler Miller. I bet you in the other top 10 running backs, he might have the biggest average per carry. Probably. That's fair to say. His YPC is up there.
Yeah.
And he was, when those two, especially in 15, he was the better running back of those two. Now, the reason I got Tyler Miller at number 8 over him is because it's 2014. Tyler Miller was a man in 2014.
What Tyler Miller to me
was a really good running back.
He was a really good running back. He had really good vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew how to get north and south, and he I don't remember very, very many negative plays from Tyler Miller. I mean, I'm sure he had them, but he was very good at getting yardage, even if it was 4 yards.
Productive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very highly productive.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not gonna, in your words, it's not sexy.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna juke somebody in their shoes.
Nah. But he gonna go forward with the football.
Yeah.
He's really a modern Johnny Garrett. It's really, really what he was.
Yeah.
And he did it a couple of years. And
he
got 35 career touchdowns. So,
yeah.
33 career touchdowns. So that's why he's up there. Number 7, I got Jesse Anderson in a small sample. of playing tailback. And the reason why I got Jesse is because Jesse, he started out his junior year as a tailback, as the starting tailback. Got hurt and then came back as a fullback. His senior year, he's a starting fullback, but there's a lot of packages where Jesse is the number one back in the backfield, and then he also was in there with Kevin Jones in the heavy package where he played a lot of tailback. So in the sample of Jesse playing tailback, to me, I think he fits about right here.
Yeah, if I have Jesse Anderson on a tailback list, 6 or 7 in that range is a very fair spot. We talked about Bivens and Michael Ross at quarterback, how they brought stuff to the table that we hadn't quite seen. Jesse Anderson brought size and a skill set. Like, to pair the skill set with the size, I ain't quite seen it.
Nah, you haven't.
You know, Longview typically has a bunch of, like, what we call, like, scat backs or whatever you want to call them, like, you know, smaller backs that can be physical, you know, but Jesse was big and physical. I'm gonna talk more about Jesse on another list because I have him.
Yeah, he's high.
Pretty high on another list, but we'll get there later.
I got you. 6 for me is Hasty. Jmichael Hasty comes in. This is pretty much all his senior year, so that kind of really is kind of eliminates him from being in the top 5 for me because he just wasn't there.
Jmichael wouldn't.
But nah, Jmichael is, as far as a talent goes,
yeah,
skill set wise, probably the best hands as a receiver from a running back position. And he could run it inside, he can run it outside. He's a very good football player. You can see his skill set even now as he still is running around on leagues and running around in the league right now from team to team because he does have a skill set where he can run and catch and play special teams and do really good things on the football field. Like I said, if he plays his senior year, I think maybe he's higher than Kaden Meredith because of the many things that he could do. But because he didn't play his senior year, it's hard for me to put Hasty over Kaden Meredith right there at number 5.
Yeah, Hasty. I seen Hasty as a freshman. I saw him at a Foster too when he was in middle school.
Put the mic close to you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we back on.
Nah, you been on. I'm just saying it'll be loud.
Oh yeah. But Hasty, man. Yeah, I saw Hasty as a freshman. Knew he'd be special at back then. I don't have him top 5 as far as my list. But very athletic, very skillful. Spencer has him as the best hands from the running back position. I think he's. I got you. The one hand catch. I got you. I
ain't seen nobody do that.
I got you, bro.
I ain't seen a receiver do that. I was at the game when they threw that ball.
I was there too. Caught
it with one hand. I said, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, that's the craziest catch we've seen from a running back, probably.
I don't know any receivers. I'm telling you, bro.
Well,
maybe Camden can make that catch.
Camden and Jalen make it.
I don't know. Jalen gonna stick his one palm up in the air and catch that ball like that. Like, I don't know that.
I feel you. I'm gonna say he's top 3 as far as hands out of the backfield because there's 2 other guys that I don't think we give enough credit as far as, like, we're gonna get to him in a minute, but as far as catching the ball out of the backfield, yeah, Hasty was a beast, man. He's in the league now, but for me, it's not even about what they do after being Lobos. This is a Lobo list because so many times I hear people talk about, oh, so and so should have been higher on the list or on the list because they did this in college and then went to the league. I'm like, no, this is about what they did as Lobos. Right. So yeah, Hasty was pretty good, man. I hate that he started off 2014 unhealthy, but sure, it happens.
Yeah, we'll go to the next one.
Yeah, we'll go to
the next 5, Kaden Meredith.
God, I have to say about Kaden Meredith.
Love Kaden Meredith.
I have nothing bad to say about Kaden Meredith.
Oh, there's some things you can say about him.
I mean, sure. If I want to nitpick,
if you pick his game apart, there's a reason why he's number 5.
But he also gave us a
I love to do
Mesquite Horn game.
Yeah.
In 2019.
Yeah.
If you were not there, if you were not there to see that, that's very unfortunate because I know for me, I'm gonna be after you too. Gotcha. But yeah, bro, I know for me, Kaden Meredith, kind of like Braylon Anthony in terms of every time he get the football, it feel like he gonna score. And I watched Kaden even back when he was at Judson, and you know, every time he got the ball, man, he just took it to the house. Now I get it, his running style wasn't as fun as other guys. He didn't quite have to have the wiggle of a Tyler McCrae or a Kelin Williams, but man, he understood the assignment, and he was fast too, and he had close to 20 offers at a high school, or over 20 offers, and I'm not the guy that argues that they're better than another person because of their offers or how much they got recruited, especially when it comes to Longview athletes, because so much goes into that. But Kaden Meredith was very good. 2020, who knows how far we go without Kaden Meredith. Who knows how far we go in 2020 without Kaden Meredith, with the troubles we had throwing the ball the year. So, yeah, Kaden Meredith, that's your flowers, man. He was a beast.
Yeah, I think a lot of the critiques about Kaden, if you want to say, because the game was kind of limited, what he could and couldn't do on the field. But if you only got one trick, being able to hit the home run is one hell of a trick to have. Yeah. And that's when you said that about him and Braylon Anthony being able to touch it and score it at any time. There ain't too many guys that you really think that every single run might.
Those two guys might have the highest.
YPC.
Yeah, they might on the list. Because first of all, Kaden Meredith has a couple of records.
Yeah.
That he broke.
He set the school record for touchdowns and a career total touchdowns, and then of course Taylor Tatum comes and breaks that. But that's insane. And that's why he's at number 5. Number 4 for me is Tyler McCrae, and that's insane to say that he's number 4 because he is absolutely special when you talk about running the football and vision and juke moves and breaking tackles.
So
keeping runs alive. Purest runner of everybody on the list.
If you're the person that makes these lists based off of numbers, you're probably gonna want to put Kaden Meredith over Tyler McCrae.
Yeah, you cannot do that.
But the reason Tyler McCrae is 4 is eye test, and he was very and you know what? He is sharing the backfield with Aaron Johnson and Cedric Hunt. So for him to put up the numbers he did in 08 is just like crazy.
Absolutely. If you played what if, he has the biggest what if of all these guys. And what if it's only Tyler? And what if he's getting it 26 times a game and we need him? You know what I'm saying? Like if it was just him.
Well, here's a what if. What if he doesn't get hurt in 08?
He don't get hurt in 08.
I mean, I
don't know if we win that game.
I don't know either, but do you remember how that game was going at the time?
Of course I remember.
I'm just making sure.
Now, we had a little more to us. They stopped us the first drive.
Patillo had just caught that interception.
Right. They stopped us the first drive. We punt. And then we come out. We catch a pick in the end zone. We got a life to us. Tyler breaks one run. Then he gets down the field, breaks another run, and breaks his ankle. And then after that, it was like, oh, shit.
It just went downhill after that. But, yeah, Tyler McCrae was doing stuff that running backs typically.
Barry Sanders type shit. Like, it's ridiculous.
How many Lobo running backs have you seen doing the stuff that Tyler McCrae was doing? I know one that we ain't talked about yet. How many other ones?
There ain't too many. He's the first of them.
Yeah.
He's the first guy to play that way.
Yeah.
Since 2000 anyway.
Yeah.
I can't speak on Fred Talley. I was 4 years old when he was running the That's why I never include 90s. But as far from what I saw, nobody ran like Tyler McCrae from 2000 on.
Yeah, and he did it just
effortlessly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really easy to him.
It was like God-given talent. That's really,
nothing else to that. It was exactly that.
Yeah, and honestly, you know, in 09, we got the Big Allen game week 0.
Yeah.
And we don't know what we're gonna get out of Tyler. We don't.
Still hurt.
Yeah. And
didn't play in the first half.
The first half, you know, he didn't play.
Shot that boy up and he came out there like a grown man.
Man, that second half, I don't.
We're here now, so we gotta talk about it. That infamous run where he splits 2 defenders.
Well, he got 2 of them in that game. That's like,
yeah. But the first one, the one to score a touchdown on in the second half in the third quarter, where he splits 2 defenders and makes them hit each other.
Just no
you ain't seen
way.
It I haven't seen it since.
Nobody else is making that run.
I haven't seen it since.
Yeah, nobody else on this list is making that run.
I ain't seen 2 guys hit each other since Tyler McCrae.
And this is not no Rudy Poo program. This is Allen. They're fresh off a state championship.
Either won it that year or
they won in 08. They won in 08.
Yeah, they won it that year.
Yeah.
They won in 08. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just played them the year before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not ridiculous.
Yeah, and Tyler McCrae.
Just insane.
Insane. That's all I can say, man.
His last game
lost the words
against Denver Guard. He's going off.
Yeah, was it the first play of the game?
Man, I don't know. He had like 170 yards all in the first half.
Yeah, just insane, bro.
Re-snapped his ankle, retwisted his ankle.
Yeah.
In the last play of the first half, and a touchdown, bro.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Spencer out there paving the way for McCrae too. Some of y'all need to put some respect on Spence. Man. But I ain't gonna get into it.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Number 3, Kelin Williams for me.
Yeah, me too, bro. And I think we're probably gonna be the only 2 people that put Kelin top 3. A lot of people disrespect Kelin, and I don't know why. Kelin was every bit of very talented. We just talked about a guy that made very unique runs. Well, the only other guy on this list that is capable of doing what Tyler McCrae did is Kelin Williams. And the only now here's the deal. A lot of people gonna call us crazy for putting Kelin Williams over Tyler McCrae. I think Kelin was very exceptional at catching the ball out of the backfield, for one thing. He was also very exceptional on special teams. As a matter of fact, we don't beat Lufkin in 2017 without Kelin Williams making that kick return to even put us in position.
Talk about starting the year off with the kick.
Well, yeah, that too. Yeah, that too, man.
Because I know Tyler was a great kick returner.
He was too.
And he had some good kick returners in his career, but how many he scored?
Yeah. But Kelin catching that ball too.
Yeah, Kelin lined up in the slot and catching that ball.
Yeah.
Running real routes, and I think that's why Kelin, he just did more.
And honestly, Keelan's best runs to me were like the ones that were like only 15 yards, like the short.
Shook everybody.
It's like he had no blocking on the play. He shouldn't even have.
His run against Tyler Lee.
That's exactly the one I was going to bring up. With the spins, with the multiple
the ones I had like on those top 100 videos, the one I had playing at the beginning. Man,
how?
Against Tyler Lee is just ridiculous.
How? I didn't have to sit down with Kelin and be like, bro, how did you even come up with some of that stuff?
Man, he played the same way from the very first time I saw him.
Yeah.
He's always been like that.
Foster Middle School.
Rubber band. I saw him in Little League. He was ridiculous out there as well. So big shout out to Kelin Williams.
Keelan's top 3, man. Y'all tripping. If you don't got him top 3, I mean, I ain't gonna kill you about it, but God dang.
So here we go. For me, I did
Vandre McGee. This is where we go different ways.
Put Vandre McGee at number 2.
This is where we go different ways.
Vandre McGee, incredible runner. And quite frankly, it's hard to say this, to put him at number 2, because he is that guy to me. 13 games, 2,000 yards in 2004. Another 1,400 or so his senior year in 11 games. Didn't have to play a lot of those games at the end of the half. They only played till halftime a lot of those games.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's
immensely talented.
It's 04 alone that makes him the GOAT. And here's the deal. Taylor's my number 2. I didn't mean to take this over.
Go for it. No. Because I'll look Taylor when it's time to talk about him.
Yeah. Taylor is my number 2, and I won't kill Spencer for putting Taylor number 1. As a matter of fact, I'll make the argument for Taylor being number 1. First of all,
just talk about V. I'll talk for Taylor.
Okay, he'll talk for Taylor. I'll talk about Vandre. Vandre McGee had biceps that look like footballs. You know what I mean? Like, the way this dude was built was, like, did he live in the gym? I wasn't around the high school during this time, but like, the dude was just built like he was ready to kill the opposition. But anyway, beyond that, Vandre, what he did in 2004 is really insane when you really think about it. He nearly breaks Fred Tally's single season record in 13 games. If he gets 3 or 4 more carries and Nacogdoches that day, there's a good chance that he breaks it. The dude had 188 yards in a loss that day. He probably should have got the ball more, but anyway, Vandre is still my number 1. I just think his peaks were a little higher. The lows are similar. His coming out party is a 240-yard performance on 17 attempts. And Taylor Tatum's coming out party was great, but I feel like the story of the McKinney Board game was how well we threw the ball that day. Because of what we were coming off of the year before, and who all was involved. You know what I'm getting at. So, Taylor, if you want to put him number 1, you ain't gonna get no pity from me, like, because I understand. But Vandre to me was just a dog, and he was always there. Yeah, he was there. He was always there. I think he had like some injuries here and there, but not on the level of what you saw from Taylor. And we can't always control injuries. They're unfortunate, but best ability is availability. Right. Vandre was there. Yeah. I think, I don't know which one of them had better playoff moments. That is really a good debate to have, maybe, or at least a good conversation to have, because Taylor has some playoff moments too.
I mean,
but
the Dallas Jesuit game is insane from Vandre.
Yeah,
the Lufkin game is pretty damn good.
Yeah, I mean, he almost goes against. Come on, man, he almost gets 200 yards against that Lufkin defense.
How about that South Carolina game?
Yeah, What about the Lido game?
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, the case for Taylor Tatum. How do you make a case for Taylor Tatum? Well, junior year is insane, and he goes for 1,800 yards, 1,891, I believe, if I'm being specific. Almost 1,900 yards in 15 games, playing with Jalen Hill, playing with a guy where we are throwing him the football. Jalen over 50 catches. I don't know how many yards he had. I think maybe 14, probably less than that. No one knows, but still, Jalen Hill out there throwing the ball, making that a part of what we do. Not only that is that's an insane number, but I think if you stick Taylor in another offense, he gets more rushing attempts. I can see Taylor with that talent going for 2,000.
But he got to be there.
Playing in that offense.
He got to be there, though.
I understand that. But he didn't miss any games as junior.
Right. I got you. But also think about this in 2004. Vandre got that 2,000 plus yards. Quincy Grant is hurt.
That's where most of it comes from.
That's true. And so everybody in the building knows who's getting the ball. It don't and I don't. Yeah. What do you think about the 2004 offensive line?
To be honest with you,
I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's one of the best ones we've had.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think poorly of them. I just don't know many of them. I know Trent. I know McCrae.
Yeah.
I know the center, Elkins.
Petey
Server was out there.
Yeah.
Tough kids that played hard.
Yeah.
And they did. I think they played well enough to beat Lufkin.
Right. I mean, we should have won that game. No doubt. Yeah.
It's tough to judge that group.
Yeah.
Individually, because I'm not paying attention to offensive linemen like that at that age.
Yeah.
To just really know who's a standout and who's not.
Yeah.
Other than Trent,
Yeah. I just man, 2,000 plus yards, 13 games.
Antoine Woods is out there in 04.
All them players on that offense.
Yeah.
And I get it. You can say and I get somebody else would be like, okay, you just said Quincy Grant wasn't there, so what? Who cares if Mike Kelly was there? Because Quincy Grant ain't there. But still, it's a talented offense. That's 2,000 plus yards, 13 games. Everybody in the building knows who's getting the ball.
I think what's crazy about it, I think the kids are built different nowadays than they are back then.
Yeah.
I think Taylor doesn't have the arms of a Vandre McGee.
Yeah.
But Taylor Tatum ain't fun to hit.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Taylor Tatum is 195 pounds. And he might have weighed more than Vandre did in high school.
He absolutely was bigger than Vandre in high school, without question.
He's faster than Vandre is. Football speed and all. Track for sure.
Yeah, Vandre went pretty on the track.
But I think even on the football field.
I don't know. That's. But we'll see. Yeah.
It's different times.
Yeah. It's hard to. But I don't want this to come off as me not liking.
That's fair.
I love Taylor Tatum.
If I was picking running backs, who would I want? Like in a 1-game series, I would pick Vandre.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about who's the better and who showed more in their games, like the same reason why we got Kelin over Tyler, because what they produced. I think that's why I got Taylor over Vandre, because he actually wound up at receiver and did more things than what Vandre did.
I think Taylor was a better football player. I think Vandre was a better running back.
That's fair to say.
Because Taylor Taylor would have been D1 recruited at linebacker.
Yeah.
At safety, at wide receiver.
Yeah.
So and that's me giving. See, I'm gonna go on my Taylor rant because I love Taylor Tatum too. That's the thing about it. Like, coming into the season, I actually thought that he would dethrone Vandre McGee. It just.
I'm telling you, man, the boy started cooking that last month of the season.
Oh yeah, that reading game.
If he don't fall on his wrist like he did.
Yeah.
We go to the 5th round again. We go look at Alito again. I don't have a doubt in my mind.
Yeah, if he goes to that postseason and we get to Alito, I'm probably putting Taylor Tatum number 1. But unfortunately, the injury happened. It's kind of like when we talk about like Bivens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the injury happened. I gotta keep Vandre number 1. And I just think that 04 was a little bit more impressive than 2022.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Talent wise, yeah, for sure. More than
what each running back accomplished. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just a little bit, because Taylor did it in different ways. You know what I mean?
Right.
So in total yards that year, did he have 2,000 in total yards that year? He came close if he didn't. Yeah, so Taylor is the receiving threat that Taylor was. So that's the thing. Earlier you say you like Hasty as your number 1 back as far as catching the ball.
Hands wise, it is Hasty.
I like Taylor.
Nah, Taylor dropped too many passes this year for me.
But Hasty dropped some too.
I believe.
Yeah,
it's just fresh on my mind.
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah,
it's just fresh on my mind.
Yeah.
Let's talk about guys who didn't make it.
Jmichael
Williams.
Yeah.
I like Jarrell.
I do too. I do too.
Got hurt.
You know what?
Speed fell off after he got hurt.
Just to keep it, I don't even have to go too deep with it. It's just these other guys are better. Like,
that's all it is.
Yeah, Jarrell was good, but these other guys are better.
Johnny Garrett, the victim to fall off the list.
So
who would you replace him with?
Let's see that list again.
Tory White, Pig, Tyler Miller. You go Tyler Miller. You go Fred. I've heard that before.
I would probably go Johnny Garrett
over Tyler Miller.
Over Tyler Miller.
Yeah, I can't do that.
But I can understand it too, because Tyler Miller's a multi-year guy and Garrett did it 1 year, and really we really give Johnny Garrett his flowers off of a 3-game stretch in the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah, that's an interesting conversation when it comes to who he would replace on the list, I'm not picking him over Braylon. No. Absolutely not. No. And I actually have Braylon over Hasty, but that's just me personally.
I feel you. There's a world where he could be number 6 on this list, and I wouldn't blink.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jasmine Moon. No. Okay. Justin Pagans. Nah. 12. Who's 12?
Jaquan Edwards.
Edwards.
Nah. Let's see. 13.
Jared Lewis. My bad, man. My bad.
Spence.
I'm just naming off guys that started for Longview.
All right.
Make the list.
All right. All right, bro. All right.
You don't want to talk about
No, we don't have. No. What else we got? What else? I'm cool. I'm Right. I'm fine. No. I respect what he did in 21. No, hey, listen. Taylor was the better 21. Taylor went down. Then he came in and held it down for a little bit, but.
Talking about Jared. Top 10 Longview Lobo fullbacks.